Hey everyone and welcome back to some more XCOM 2. So, let's continue where we left off. And what are we going to do next? We can get a soldier. That's very nice. Okay, I think we should go for that instead of the rookies. Because that's going to be an experienced soldier. Let's do that. And then we'll just make contact with New Indonesia, I think. Probably. So, let's find out who we're going to get. And we finished training, nice. Okay then. We don't have any more rookies, so that's that for now. I could always hire them, but I don't necessarily want to. And we finished the grenade. We got an acid bomb, nice. That's our second acid bomb. Definitely useful. And what else can we do? Let's just get some more ammunition. We might get something useful. Something more useful than we have right now. Avenger power. We don't need that right now. Let's finish that soldier.
I do not think I could have predicted this.
Oh, and we finished advanced pulse lasers. Nice. So that unlocks all the remaining laser weapons. The shotgun, the cannon, and the sniper rifle. And we can get instant Elite Viper autopsy. Nice. That unlocks Viper rounds. Alright. And what are we going to do next? I think we should open at least one strongbox, so let's just do that. Alright. Reduced contact cost, nice. I could actually use that as well, but we'll see. And we'll need supply drop too. Hidden events, I don't think I want to waste intel on this. No, let's keep our intel. There's the supply drop, but first we need our soldier. So, what mission is it going to be? Destroy the alien relay, alright? We'll get a gunner. Nice. What kind of enemies will we have to kill? A sectopod. Alright. That's going to be the hardest enemy in the mission then. So, let's have a look. I think I'll pass on the Spark for this one, because the Spark also gets notoriety, and it's up to 35 days, so no. However, we can bring Grandpa Moray to this one, it's fine. And who else? Let's see, we definitely want a gunner. So Bill, he has no notoriety at all. We can also bring Delta, I don't think he had notoriety, yep. And who else? Roland, sounds good. Who else? Nick has 2 days of notoriety, that works. Next. What are the options? James. No notoriety again. Alright, and one more person. What class do we want? We got a sharpshooter, we got a gunner, we got a grenadier. Someone who can do good damage. Let's have a look. What about Rajin? She needs some experience, she's only corporal. Yeah, okay, let's bring Rajin, works for me. And make everything available. Oh, that didn't quite work, alright. No problem. We'll make it work. That should do it. For whatever reason, that actually works. Okay, now. Who do we want to start with? Doesn't really matter all that much. Let's start with Roland. So he's going to use the Black Widow, sniper rifle, some armor, which one? We don't need defense against enemies within 8 tiles. Alright, that's fine. And a battle scanner for sure. We definitely want that. And keep the grenade. I think so. What else can we use? Just keep the grenade. For now. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to give him the second medkit. Yeah, let's do that. Because Grandpa Moray doesn't have enough experience to get free uses of the medkit, obviously. Next up, Bill. Oh, also, we should upgrade our weapons. I don't think we'll be able to upgrade all of them right now. I could go back to the black market and sell a few things, but there's no need. Yeah, we need 750 gold, or credits, or supplies, to upgrade everything. Okay then, let's upgrade the shotgun. So, scatter blaster. And what else? The pulse lance? Oh, screw it, let's upgrade everything. We'll just go to the black market and sell a few things. I have a ton of green lockboxes and I'm definitely not going to open all of them. So that's one thing we can definitely sell. Where are they exactly? They have to be somewhere around here. 7 strong boxes, I'm not selling those. Where are they? Are they at the bottom of the list? We should have like 20 lockboxes, if not more than that. 12 Elerium cores. 53 Advent officer corpses. Yeah, we definitely don't need that many. Let's just sell some of them. We'll keep 20. Advent lockbox, there we go. We can sell that. We'll keep like, I don't know, 8. This is going to be a lot of credits. Let's keep 10. There's no way I'm going to open all of them, but we don't need that much money. Yeah, this is fine for now. We can sell a few Advent Make-Regs. Alright, good enough. And now we can go back and upgrade everything. Sounds good to me.
Setting course for Sector 9, Western United States.
So, upgrade. All the things. No need to upgrade the Siam just yet, because we aren't using Sonic Soldiers yet. We will be using them soon, but not yet. We are still training. So, Bill, there's the weapon. Looks fancy, but proper weapon. Alright, and what else? Someone needs to bring the Mimic Beacon. That's probably going to be Delta, actually. Some heavy armor for Bill. We can give him the Shredder gun. And maybe an acid bomb. Yep, that will definitely be useful against the Sectopod. And we got 2. Nick can get the other one. So, next we got Delta. The Spitfire and Shadowkeeper. What else? Some armor, Mimic Beacon, and one more item. What can we give him? Maybe some grenade. Possibly. Okay, that works. Next. Not Roland, that would be Nick. Okay, Nick. First of all, grenades. Wait, where's the frost bomb? Oh yeah, there it is. Give me that. Nick will use the frost bomb. So, 1 frost bomb and 2 acid bombs. There are a lot of enemies with a lot of armor now, so I like having acid bombs to shred them. And blue screen rounds, as well as proper weapon. Pulse rifle with advanced stock, yep. Works for me. And some armor. There, that's Nick. Next up, we got James. He should probably use the Sten gun, like so. Heavy armor, that's a bit of a strange setup for a shinobi. But why not? We could actually do that. Who's going to use heavy armor if not James? It should actually be James, I think. Alright, that's fine. And the rocket launcher. What else? We could give him a blue screen if we want to. No, Nick is already using that. We can give him Viper rounds. Alright. Sounds fine. And finally Rajin. Looks like she already has her setup. So no changes here, I don't think so. Yeah, looks fine. And finally, Grandpa Moray. So, armor, weapon, which one? Scatter Blaster? Well, Papa Bear Scatter Blaster. I suppose that's fine. I mean, I could give him the Boltcaster. The nice thing about the Boltcaster is that it has extra aim, and I'd like to get some kills for him. Let's get the Boltcaster for the extra aim. And the chance to stun can be nice, but yeah, it's not damage competitive with our weapons at this point. Anyway, Medkit and Skulljack, and that's basically it. We are ready. Let's go then! I do have the 2 personal combat stims with +3 mobility, but I plan to use those on soldiers with at least captain rank or higher.
We're picking up a steady stream of communications coming from a hidden alien comm relay uploading data to
Operation
the
Black
network
Dirge.
from this region.
Alright.
We have to take advantage of every opportunity to disrupt the aliens' progress on their latest operation. So we're moving in to destroy the relay before they complete the transfer. Don't leave any hostiles standing.
So, here we are. And here's the objective. A little bit far away, it seems. Alright. It's not that bad. Let's move then. Who is going to scout ahead? That would be James. Because he has extra mobility. Let's go then. We can throw a battle scanner, that's not a bad idea. Let's maybe throw the battle scanner. So that's going to be Roland. Just set up behind proper cover and throw it in this general direction. I think we have an event that can spawn faceless as civilians. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a dark event active that can do that. Well, we found some enemies, and one group on the left as well, over here. So these guys are not faceless, good to know. Advanced Autodoc, Heavy Riot Mech, and Advent Prime Adept. Oh yeah, these guys are really dangerous because they can teleport. As you might remember from one of the previous missions, we want to kill him before he gets a chance to do that. So basically before he gets a chance to make a move of any kind. We'll do that. We can use saturation fire on them. And that's probably the best way to handle them, to be honest. Let's see if they are going to move towards us. That would certainly help. So anyone else? Yep, Delta all the way in the back. So move to the front. And that's that. Yes, we know there's a group over there. But thanks for the info. Will they move towards us? We need a good saturation fire. Oh, the sectoids are moving towards us. That's not exactly what I wanted. The other group moved away from us, from the looks of it. Okay then. Well, this is a bit awkward. Because I have to do something. I can't reach them with saturation fire, unfortunately. We could kill the sectoids with saturation fire, but problem is, I will trigger the other group, and I can't move Delta because he will get revealed. This is a little bit unfortunate. It might be best to just wait one turn on Overwatch and see what's going to happen. Yeah, let's actually just do that. We'll wait one turn on Overwatch and see what's going to happen. We need that other group to either move towards us or away from us. Will they spot us? Yeah, they will. Alright, that's fine. We'll get a few reaction shots. I'm okay with that. Come at me, bro. So that Prime Adept, that's the #1 target. Nice one, 10 damage. Only 2 damage, what? Yeah, they can dodge, which is really annoying. That was a pretty good turn so far, though. One more shot. Nice. That almost destroyed the mech. Or did it? I can't see how much health it has. One more shot. Come on. Nice. 6 damage. Good job. So far. 3 health on the mech, so we can kill it with superior stock. Now, we have to kill the adept. There's no question about that. We can flank him. If we flank him with James, we'll be able to throw the axe and then take a shot. I think that's the best option we have. So, throw the axe. How much armor does that Autodoc have? 5 armor, yeah. Alright, we'll worry about that later. We have to kill the adept. Please don't miss this. Thanks. There we go. 7 damage, very nice. And now we can take a shot. I could also use the rocket launcher if I want to. That might not be a bad idea, because it will shred his armor, it will also shred the armor from the Autodoc, and we could destroy the cover. I actually like that, let's do that. There. And we also got a crit, awesome. He's down to 1 health, literally. Very nice. So we can kill the riot mech, we can kill the adept, we can definitely kill at least 1 sectoid. And what else can we do? Let's check Delta. He can take 2 shots as long as he stays where he is. 92% chance to kill the mech. Okay, and 88% chance to kill the sectoid. We could try to hit advanced Autodoc. We could also hit it with hail of bullets. That's not a bad idea. I could also conceal Delta, which is an interesting idea. I like that. What do we want to shoot? What's our chance to hit on the sector on the left? 50% only, that's a bit too low. So what do we want to shoot? Let's shoot the sectoid soldier, because we can't kill him with stock. Too much health. And we missed. Great.
Adjusting aim.
Yes, you go do that. So Shadowfall on the adept. Are we too far away from the adept? Oh. No, we don't have line of sight to the adept. Okay. Well, that's fine. We do have saturation fire. We also have the mimic beacon, but I don't think we need the mimic beacon right now. No, not really, we don't. What's the best way to kill the adept? Good question. Rajin? She is still concealed. We could use silent takedown. On the sectoid captain. Yes, let's do that. That's the best target for Rajin. That should do it. Wait. I can't do it like this because we'll get revealed. Unless I open the gate with someone else. But I can't really do that. That kind of sucks. But we got other targets too. I could kill the sectoid soldier. That also works. Let's kill the sectoid soldier, that's fine. That's almost a granted kill. There. He's down.
Kill confirmed.
So now. What now? What are the options? Moray. We could use... No, we can't use combat protocol because we don't have that yet, right. Okay. So I can't do anything with him because he needs to reload first. Alright. I guess that's fine. Let's check the hack in case it's something useful. Like recover all action points. Soldier dodge increased by 33 for 3 turns. I mean, that's not bad. But I'd rather reload. So let's just reload. Okay, reload. And how many more moves do we have? We got Delta with 1 action left. We got Nick. We got Bill. And we got Roland. So what about Roland? Roland only has one target. So we might as well shoot that one target. I'd rather not waste lightning hands for this, because it has cooldown. Let's just take a shot and take down the mech. We still have to kill the Prime Adept. Don't worry, I did not forget about that. So Nick can kill the Adept, I guess. Or he could shoot the Autodoc. The Autodoc is still dangerous. Don't let its name fool you. It can do up to 9 non-critical damage. However, I'm pretty sure we can kill both the Captain and the Adept. Can we kill the Captain? What can Delta do? Actually, we could kill the Autodoc if we hit this. We can use Hail of Bullets for a guaranteed kill, or, I mean for a guaranteed hit, or we can try to get a crit. I don't think I want to risk a miss, to be honest. The other alternative is to shoot the Captain with Hail of Bullets. The Captain is less dangerous than the Autodoc. Again, the Autodoc can do up to 9 non-critical damage. Let's just do some damage to the Autodoc. There, 10 damage.
Deflection.
And then we got Bill. I could kill both the Adept and the Autodoc with the Shredder gun. It feels like a bit of a waste of the Shredder gun, I'm not gonna lie. We could also use a grenade. I should have done it other way around. Grenade first, and then take a shot with Hail of Bullets. Okay, let's move. So, Acid Bomb. Let's say we use Acid Bomb. Who's going to finish the job? Can Bill actually reach the mech? Yes, he can. So Bill can finish the job and kill the mech. Let's not kill the civilian, because that will give us extra notoriety, and we certainly don't want that. So this will kill the Adept and do some good damage to the mech. And now Bill needs to finish the job. He actually needs to hit this. Wait, why does he not have line of sight? I thought the mech was targetable from here. Yeah, it's targetable. 68%. Alright, fingers crossed. We got it. Good job. And that's that, basically. That's our turn done. We still got the sectored captain, but he will try to run away. Alright. You can try. We'll catch you. Will we actually catch him? That's a good question. We might not be able to. Well, let's find out. I think we can catch him. Yeah, he's right there. I could throw a grenade and blow up his cover. Can Roland see the sectoid? Where are you, Roland? No, he cannot. Can anyone else move close enough? Someone who actually has ammunition, like Nick. Yeah, we can move close enough. If we want to. Let's try to kill the captain before he joins some pod. We'll throw a grenade to blow up his cover. Probably the best use of a grenade Rajin will get in this mission. There, so that blows up his cover and also shreds his armor. And now we can take a shot. We got 2 shots, in fact. So James first, we just need to hit him once. Yeah, missed, unfortunately. One more. Nick. Wait, what? No line of sight? Really? I thought we had line of sight from here. I guess I was mistaken. That's unfortunate. I was convinced we had line of sight there. Well, the sectoid is down to 4 health. So even if he runs away, he won't get very far. Let's Overwatch. Yeah, I can't kill it from here, unfortunately. Alright, Overwatch. Shame we don't have combat protocol yet, but oh well. That's why we need more experience. And reload.
Reloading.
Yeah, he will run away. That's fine. He only had 4 health left. Let's keep moving. We have to destroy the relay. We got 4 more turns, so 3 more turns in practice. We don't have concealment anymore, unfortunately. However, we got 1 more battle scanner. How about we use it then? And we'll keep Roland over here, I suppose. So, battle scanner. And scan this general area. See what's going on here. We found a group on the right side, alright. Is that a heavy lancer? Yes, that's a heavy lancer. Okay then, let's move. It should be safe to dash. He is very far away. Yeah, it's safe to dash, so let's just do that. Yep, let's move. Come on, people. We don't have all day.
Moving to position.
Not even half day. I would still like to use Overwatch on at least 1 person, in case we get any surprises. Grandpa Moray, yep, we'll use Overwatch with him as well. And Delta.
I'm going.
Delta can dash. Okay, Overwatch.
The alien transmission is still active and we're
Yes, we know, Bradford. Just calm down.
relay and take it out.
Have a coffee, relax. Alright. How close do we have to be to take a shot? That's not close enough, unfortunately. We could take a shot with Roland from out of range of that pod. Yeah, we could do that. Let's maybe set up for that then. Roland, get over here. Behind the rock. No line of sight, really? Okay, never mind. Yeah, he can get line of sight like this, but then he won't have cover, which is not good. Oh, hold on. We can move into the building. Oh yeah, there's a hole in the wall, right here. That will make it a little bit easier then. So, Nick. He can take a shot on this turn. Right here. I want to stay in cover, because, you know, we know there are pods nearby. There are 3 more pods nearby. Nice, that works. 1 more turn should do it, and then we can focus on killing the remaining enemies. In fact, we might be able to finish it on this turn. Let's see, do we have anyone else who's close enough to do it? Rajin? Maybe? Yeah, Rajin can do it. Alright, sounds good. That should destroy it. Yeah, it will. Bye. And now we can focus on killing the enemies. Technically, we could evac if we wanted to, but I see no need to do that. We could technically use some high ground, but there's not enough cover up there. So let's not do that. Overwatch. We need a reload on James, so reload. Bill can stay back here behind cover. And James needs to move out. Okay. Let's move a little bit closer. And steady weapon on Roland. We know where one of the groups is. Oh, we found a group. Codex, Viper. Do they have the sectoid? Yeah, they do. Alright then. That's fine. Oh, and another group incoming. No sectopod, please. I don't want 2 groups and a sectopod. Oh, great. So these are basically all the remaining enemies. I mean, evac is still an option. But I think we can do it without that. That was a nice shot. This will be interesting. We'll definitely need a mimic beacon here. First, let's focus on killing the sectopod, shall we? Because I think that's the best way to go. Maybe open the door. So, first of all, we need to shred its armor. we got an acid bomb on Nick. Do we have one more acid bomb? Yeah, we got one on Bill, but I'd rather use Shredder gun or something like that. And if we want to use Shredder gun, we need to move out of the way. Problem is, yeah, we have limited options for cover. We have very limited options for cover. Let's just move back. Like so. I also want to keep line of sight to the sectopod. Yeah, this is going to be slightly problematic. What about Rajin? Where can Rajin go? We can flank the trooper. That's not a bad idea. Okay, let's do that. But don't take a shot yet. We'll move Nick out of the way and then use Shredder gun. From where? We can move Nick here and then use Shredder gun from where Bill is standing. Something like this. Can we hit 3 enemies? Yes, we can hit 3 enemies from back here. That's probably the best way to go. Or these 3. Okay. We can probably kill the trooper, so let's focus on the trooper then. But first, move Nick out of the way. Where will he go? Behind the rock. Okay, sounds good. So now, Shredder gun, before we do anything else. That will do pretty good damage. So like this. Yep, go for it. Nice one. 8 damage on both Viper and the trooper. And now we can use the acid bomb, because we pretty much have to. There, that will also kill the Viper and the trooper. Perfect. So that's 2 kills for Nick. He might be close to a promotion, I'm not sure.
Target's cleared.
Well, he's 2 kills closer to his next promotion regardless. Now, how much health on the sectopod? 29, but no armor left. So we got 100% chance to hit, and we'll do at least 13 damage. We also got 25% chance to crit. I still want the Mimic Beacon, so we can only take 1 shot, unfortunately. If I want the Mimic Beacon. 13 damage, I'll take it. So we need 16 more. Assuming we want to save Delta's second move for the Mimic Beacon, someone else needs to finish the job. So who can do that? James could take a shot from back here, so that's one option.
On your order.
Let's do that. 92%. It will only be 5 damage, unfortunately. Rajin. 80%. And Grandpa Moray. We could stun it. That is an option. I don't know, maybe we should.
Let's get it.
Let's actually do that. Because I don't think I can kill it. If I want the Mimic Beacon. Only 42% chance, that's a little bit low. It will get extra defense if we fail. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fail in this situation. That would be bad. If I pass on the Mimic Beacon, I can kill it. But then we won't get a Mimic Beacon and we'll still have 6 active enemies. We can do 11 damage with melee, but that seems like a fairly terrible idea, even with the Mimic Beacon. Yeah, that's kind of a bad idea, from my point of view. We do have evasive, so perhaps we should do it? I can't actually kill the sectopod reliably with shots. I just won't do it. Let's take a shot with Grandpa Moray, because technically he will have a chance to stun it. I'm not exactly counting on that happening, but It's a possibility. So you never know. It's what, 20%?
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Yeah, let's do that. He needs to hit in the first place, obviously. But that's okay. Alright, go for it. 7 damage. Is it stunned? No, it's not stunned. Okay, but it's down to 9 health. Yeah, only 5 damage with James. We would have to hit both of these shots. Do we have stock? Okay, advanced stock. If we miss, it will be down to 7 health. We still got Roland. Oh, Roland can take a shot from here. I didn't think he had line of sight. So Roland can get a kill. I guess we'll do that then. We also got lightning hands, but not much point using that. Alright, let's kill the sectopod with Roland. I thought the wall is blocking his line of sight, but evidently not. Now, we are not done just yet. We still got 6 active enemies. Let's see. What can we do? I still got saturation fire, but yeah, Delta will use the mimic beacon. James. 65% chance to kill the sector captain. Yeah, sure. And that's a kill. Good job.
X-ray neutralized.
And we still got Rajin. We'll just use Overwatch with Rajin, because some of the other aliens will have to move. They don't have a big choice. Yeah, the Lancer will definitely move. No question about that. Alright, let's throw the mimic beacon then. Here, enjoy. Here comes the codex, good. So the codex is neutralized for one turn. That's very useful because we want to lose our ammunition. The Viper. Okay, so far so good. What about the Elite Assault? Yeah, another Viper. That's not a bad thing. Elite Vipers are pretty annoying. And it's gone. So now they will attack us. Here comes the Lancer. He's on Overwatch, and here comes the Elite Assault. 1 damage with stock. Alright. Better than nothing. And great, Delta is now unconscious. That's not so great. What? 2 people panicked? Really? Come on now, what the heck? What was that supposed to be? Well then, that might be a bit of a problem. Let's see, what do we do now? Yeah, this might actually be a bit of a problem. What are the options? Lightning hands, 71%. We have to kill that assault, that much is obvious. I could use melee, but it's a little bit risky because James will get flanked if I do that. Yeah, James will definitely get flanked if I do that. We could take a shot, but it won't do enough damage to kill it. I still got the acid bomb. What about Nick? He has the flashbang grenade as well as the frost bomb. We should probably use the flashbang grenade. We can hit all 5 over here. Yeah, that will be one of the best flashbang grenades I ever used. Well, 4, because this is a civilian. It will also prevent the codex from cloning. But we will disorient all the enemies on the right side, so let's do that. That doesn't mean they won't hit us, but their aim will be quite significantly lower. Now we can focus on the assault. So what's the best way to actually kill him? Using melee is the best way to kill him. With all these guys disoriented and James having evasion, I think it's fine to use melee. How much damage will we do with that? At least 7. We will need 1 more shot, but okay, let's use melee. Nice, we got a crit. Good job. And he's dead. Perfect.
Hostile terminated.
What now? We do have the acid bomb, but it's not super useful at the moment. Let's see, we can flank the Viper, as far as I can tell. Yep. That's probably the best move. But let's stay away from all of them. We'll just take a shot to maybe shred the Viper. Hopefully shred the Viper. Nice one. Okay. I don't think we'll kill it on this turn, but at least it's shredded. Roland is our last move right now. Perhaps we should use Kill Zone. I'm actually leaning towards using Kill Zone right now. Yeah, let's use Kill Zone. That should be pretty good. Assuming they will move. Some of them should. Overwatch on the Codex. I almost never see Codex use Overwatch. So there's the first shot, and that's a kill. Good job. And it dropped some loot. Didn't get Overwatch on the Lancer, unfortunately. That's fine. We got one more Viper in the back. Panic removed. Alright. So, first of all, we should probably break the Overwatch. Then again, Codex doesn't do a whole lot of damage with its weapon. We don't really have to worry about that. I could freeze them both. Yeah, actually, let's just freeze them both. That's the best move we got. And these are the last 3 enemies on the map. So it's not like we'll use that crossbomb for anything else. There. That's one way to remove Overwatch. So now... let's see, we can flank the Codex. So let's do exactly that. Oh, the Viper also had Overwatch, but it's still disoriented. 1 damage because we dodged. Nice. Evasion is a pretty nice ability, I have to say. Anyway, let's start doing some damage to the Codex. This is going to be pretty good. At least 8 damage. That was a kill, 13 critical. That's what I like to see. Now, Heavy Lancer, 10 health. He is frozen, so we don't have to worry about him all that much. But we are not close enough to kill the Viper, that's for sure. I could actually Skull Mine the Heavy Lancer. And I think we should do that before we leave. Let's move a bit closer and we'll try Skull Mine on the next turn. So, Bill. Yeah, there's not much we can do really. We can suppress the Viper and really that's about it. Only 38% chance. No, I can't actually suppress it, never mind. We do have stock. So, this is going to be at least 3 damage. 4 damage. Oh, we actually hit, but it dodged. Works for me. Rajin is all the way in the back. Let's move closer, much closer. Not too close, because there's no cover. Roland needs to reload, unfortunately. And let's set up with steady weapon, in case we'll need it on the next turn. And that's that. So the Viper is not disoriented anymore. But one Viper isn't really that dangerous. They don't do that much damage. And it missed. Oh, poison. Yeah, fine, whatever. I don't care at this point, we are almost done. Delta is still back here unconscious, I realized that by the way. But he's safe, that's the important part. Alright, well... let's finish this then. First of all, Skull Mine, and we can pick up the loot while we're at it. Try to not miss, thanks. We hit him. Okay, a minor cache of intel. And we got it, nice. Intel is always useful. And we got some loot. Alien strongbox. So now we just have to kill the Viper. That should be easy enough. Can we heal Delta with Roland or something? No, we can just carry him, right, because you need medical protocol or whatever to bring them back when they're unconscious. Let's just kill the Viper and get out of here. And we're done.
Status confirmed. All hostiles
That
are
was
down,
certainly
the
an
area is
interesting
secure.
mission.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Did we get any promotions? Too old for this shit, Delta. I think that should have been Grandpa Moray. Yeah, he got close range because he used Skull Mine. Hey, fair enough, that is a melee range ability. So, any promotions? Oh yeah, we did get one, nice. Let's have a look. Demolition Expert, Ambush, Evasive. I might pick up Evasive actually, because that's so nice. Let's pick up Evasive. No promotion for Grandpa, unfortunately. That's fine. However, we got a Gunner. Is that going to be our most experienced soldier right now? Because that's pretty funny. Yeah. Okay. Any hidden abilities? No, apparently not. That's slightly disappointing. So, let's see, Shredder. I could pick up holo targeting if I really want to, but there are so many enemies with a lot of armor that we just really need Shredder. So, Shredder. Then probably Will to Survive. Locked On is not terrible, but it's only really useful against enemies with a ton of health that we won't kill in one turn. Because usually when I start firing at an enemy, I do it with the goal of killing it on that turn. So this ability isn't actually that good. It's mostly good against enemies like Sectopods that we might stun for one turn. Demolition. No. It's basically between Will to Survive and Locked On. I think I still prefer Will to Survive because a lot of enemies can do tons of damage. And that damage reduction can actually save someone. So let's get Will to Survive then. Okay, this is the tough choice. Although... yeah, this is basically between Cool Under Pressure and Walk Fire. Walk Fire does have uses on Gunners. I don't use it very often, but when you really need to hit to shred, it can be nice. Cool Under Pressure is pretty decent too. But let's get Walk Fire. Then Hail of Bullets, Tactical Sense, Danger Zone. I will not be picking up Danger Zone, so either Tactical Sense for defense or Hail of Bullets for offense. I prefer Hail of Bullets for offense. And then Resilience, Lockdown, plus 50 to hit and 50% bonus damage against enemies who attempt to move when suppressed. Interesting. And what's Traverse Fire? After taking a standard shot with your primary weapon, with your first action, you may take an additional non-movement action. What? Okay, that's actually amazing! Yeah, we'll definitely go for that one. Yep, that's a no-brainer. That's so good. And that's that. That's also the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.